जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा गोकुलानंद राधा गोकुलानंद राधा गोकुलानंद श्री राधे। जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान, जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान। जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। शिला प्रभुपाद की। Thank you for coming, everyone. So today we'll look at verse 16 from chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita. So we'll look at Sanskrit first and then we'll look at the translation and see what Prabhupada has written in the purport as well. So we'll try and discuss that. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can we please have a seat? Yeah. Thank you. Let's do prayers first. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Prascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay. Hare Krishna. Excuse me. If we can please sit this side so I can see you as well. Is it okay? Thank you. So we can see the Lord as well as listen to the class. Hare Krishna. If you want to please, yeah. If you can please sit here. Thank you so much. Thank you. So today we'll be looking at verse 16 of chapter 12. Maybe just to understand the audience, anyone reads Bhagavad Gita at home? Or has Bhagavad Gita at home? Yeah? Okay. So, so just to look at the summary of how Bhagavad Gita is, there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita, out of which it is divided into 3 divisions. So the first 6 chapters are all about Karma Yoga, the yoga of success. So how to operate in this world. The middle 6 chapters are Bhakti Yoga, or the yoga of love. So that's where Krishna gives the most confidential knowledge. So just like a sandwich has the filling is the main substance of the sandwich, and the sandwich is known by its filling. So Bhagavad Gita has its, in the middle 6 chapters, it has all the nectar, the content in it. And the last 6 chapters are Jnana Yoga, or the yoga of wisdom. So the knowledge. So how the material world is, and how do we interact with the material world, why we are here. So all those things are in the last 6 chapters. So that's how Bhagavad Gita is split into 3 divisions. So Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and then Jnana Yoga. So today we'll be looking at chapter 12, which is the middle 6 chapters, which is the yoga of love, Bhakti Yoga, which is the most important. So we are in the filling part of the sandwich, if you want to say that. So let's look at the verse, Sanskrit, and then maybe we can look at the translations as well by Srila Prabhupada. Anna, maybe you can repeat after me. So I'm following the English transliteration. So in Bhagavad Gita, if you open your Bhagavad Gita, you will have Sanskrit verse. So what Prabhupada has done is, the Sanskrit verse is at the top, and then after that he has done transliteration so that we can read, even if we don't know Devanagari Lipi, we can still read if we understand the English sounds. And then after that he has done synonyms. So for each and every Sanskrit word, what it means, he has done the synonyms, and after that there is translation as well. I'm not sure whether where the person is who is supposed to scroll this down, but there is translation as well. And then there is a description of what that verse means, because Sanskrit is such a beautiful language that it can be interpreted in various ways. But as Srila Prabhupada says, the Bhagavad Gita which we use, it says as it is on the cover of it, which means that we have to understand it as it is, not as we think it to be. So what Prabhupada has done is, by doing the transliteration, he has tried and explained the Bhagavad Gita as it is from Krishna's point of view and not from worldly point of view, because there are many translations of Bhagavad Gita which are sort of distorted, and people have put their own mind speculations in there. And that's why it is said as it is, the Bhagavad Gita as it is. So, okay, so let's look at the Sanskrit. Maybe I can do, and then you can repeat after me. Anapeksha suchirdaksha udasino gatavyataha sarvarambha parityagi yo madbhakta same priyaha. Thank you. And the translation is, my devotee, who is not dependent on ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Yeah. So the top part, that's where I was saying that it has synonyms, and that was a translation which I just now read. And then let's go to the purport. So that's the explanation by Srila Prabhupada. Money may be offered to a devotee, but he should not struggle to acquire it. If automatically, by grace of Supreme, money comes to him, he is not agitated. Naturally, a devotee takes a bath at least twice in a day and rises early in the morning for devotional service. Thus, he is naturally clean, both inwardly and outwardly. You know, this particular sentence, we say that keep the room clean and, tidy it up, because from external it goes internal. Automatically, when you see cleanliness, you feel nice, isn't it? So that's how the external translates into internal. So Srila Prabhupada points out here that we have to be inwardly as well as outwardly clean. A devotee is always expert because he fully knows the essence of all activities of life, and he is convinced of the authoritative scriptures. A devotee never takes part of particular party, therefore he is carefree. So he is not pleasing anyone. Devotee doesn't please anyone just because he wants to please someone. Some people might say certain things which are not in line with morality, for example. So devotee is in that way carefree because he only has Krishna in the center of his life. So always he is on the right side. He is never pained because he is free from all designations. He knows that his body is a designation. So if there is some bodily pains, he is free. The pure devotee does not endeavor for anything which is against the principles of devotional service. So a devotee is that person who every time he takes a decision, he sees, is this decision going to take me towards Krishna, towards the divinity, or is it going to take me away from Krishna? So in a particular day, we take so many decisions, isn't it? Whether to eat salad or to eat a pastry, isn't it? That's also a decision. But what is going to take you closer to Krishna and what is going to take you away from him? So that's the central thought in a devotee's mind every time he takes a decision, even if the smallest decision. Say if you eat sweet, you're going to have a crash later on, and you might not be able to focus on your sadhana later on. So that's how he chooses salad possibly. I might go for sweet still. For example, constructing a big building requires great energy, and a devotee does not take to such business if it does not benefit him by advancing his devotional service. He may construct a temple for the Lord, and for that he may take all kinds of anxiety, but he does not construct a big house for his personal relations. This is so beautiful. If you have visited India, you might see that there are so huge temples, old temples, very old. I mean, they go thousands of years back. But you wouldn't see houses which go thousands of years back, because people in the Vedic culture itself, everything was around divinity. So whatever they did, everything was around divinity. So they built big temples, but they never thought. But the same person who was building a big temple, he never thought that let me build a good house for myself as well, because everything was around divinity. So that's our purport. So in this verse, in this chapter, 12th chapter, Krishna gives all the cheat codes of how we can be in his good books, isn't it? When we are always pleasing some or the other person, isn't it? As a child, we might want to please our parents so that we can have all the things done through them. Or as a parent, we might want to please our children so that they are happy with us. We might want to be a best wife, a best husband, a best employee. So we are always trying to serve somebody, or always trying to please somebody. But here is a cheat code of how we can please Krishna. So, what will you do by pleasing Krishna? He is the most attractive. So when you please Krishna, all the other relations are subset of that entire relation. So when Krishna is happy with you, automatically all your relationships are happy with you, because that is subset of all the relationships. So anybody knows what the word Krishna means? All attractive. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. So Krishna has so many names, so there are some primary names and secondary names. So primary names, like you mentioned, all attractive. They talk about his personality, who he is. Like Krishna, and Krishna is the most primary name, like on the top list. So we call him Krishna, who is attractive. And why is he all attractive? Because he has all the opulences. So there are 6 opulences. The scriptures mention that Krishna has 6 opulences in full. So the first one is Aishwarya, which is wealth. So he is full in wealth. Second is Virya, strength. So he is all powerful. Third is Yasha, or fame. So he is very famous, the most famous. And the fourth one is Shri, or beauty. He is the most beautiful. Fifth one is Jnana, or knowledge. He is the most knowledgeable. And the last one, which could be surprising for some of us, is Vairagya. He is the most detached. So he is full in renunciation as well. So though he is most beautiful, most knowledgeable, and most wealthy, and most powerful, he is still renunciate as well. So that's such a beautiful quality. And because Krishna is in full of all these 6 opulences, he is all attractive. You would think, how does that make him all attractive? We think in our life, when we say, for example, or are out somewhere, maybe in some function, there are some personalities who stand out. Maybe they are most intelligent, so they stand out. Maybe they are very beautiful, that's why they stand out. Maybe they are very powerful, they have some position. So you see, if Prime Minister comes, he stands out automatically, isn't it? So anybody who has these qualities, they automatically stand out. And what happens? We are attracted towards them naturally. So you can imagine that if we are attracted naturally towards these jivas who are still living entities, what to talk about Krishna himself? So, and that's why he's all attractive. So everybody gets attracted towards him. But Krishna is not only all attractive to his devotees, but he also gets attracted towards the devotees. So you can attract him as well. So Krishna gets attracted when we develop certain qualities in our character. And these verses in chapter 12 are those qualities, that cheat code of how you can attract the most attractive. So someone who attracts everyone, that gets attracted towards you. That's amazing, isn't it? What can be more powerful than that? So let's look at what are the qualities which attract Krishna. So Krishna talks about these qualities. So let's look at translation again, and then we will go into those qualities. Have I 15? Yeah. My devotee who is not dependent on ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some results, he is very dear to me. So these are the qualities Krishna is saying, such person is very dear to me. So if you see that the one who is free from all the pain and who is not striving for the results, so someone who does not put other people in difficulty. You see that if your mother-in-law, you're not happy with your mother-in-law, you'll do something which will put her into difficulty. And there might be certain personality at your workplace, and maybe they are a little bit difficult with you, so you'll try and put them into difficulty. But Krishna is saying that he is taking care of all the living entities. He is the one who provides to all the living entities. So even if a particular living entity is not having very good relationships with us, but if we try to put them into difficulty, we are actually coming in middle of Krishna's job. So it's Krishna, he's saying that all living entities, I provide them, and we come in middle of his job when we are not aligned with that. So he says, he by whom one is, so this is these are the couple of verses around this particular verse. So in the previous verse in 15 he says, he by whom no one is put into difficulty. So whenever, so there is one particular story, I don't know from where it comes, maybe Srimad Bhagavatam, Mataji, you might know, but there was this sage, he saw a scorpion, and he was into the water, and he was trying to put him out of the water, otherwise he will drown and flow away with the current. But every time the sage tried to pull him out of the water, he was biting him. So every time he was biting him, the sage had to leave him, and then he fell down again. Again the sage tried to put him out of the water. This happened couple of times. And the disciple of the sage, he mentioned that, why are you even doing that? Because this scorpion is biting you. You should leave it like that. And the sage said that he is not living his quality. Why should I leave my quality? So my quality as a sage is kindness and to save. He has his quality to bite. And he is poisonous, but he is not living his dharma. Why should I live my dharma? So that was very beautiful. So one who does not put anyone in difficulty, that person becomes very dear to Krishna. So a devotee, even if there is an enemy, there's someone who doesn't have very good thoughts about that devotee, a devotee still prays for him. And this is very powerful actually. You can also try, because Bhagavad Gita is not something which was said 5,000 years ago and it is not very relevant in my life at the moment. Bhagavad Gita is life manual, and we can really practically apply it in our daily lives. So you try this. Someone who are a little bit, you have bitter relationships with them, try and pray for them. Maybe they have done something bad to you. Maybe they have hurted you. Maybe they have not they have not proved themselves to your expectation. You have done so much for them, but still they have not reciprocated to your love, to your feelings in your heart. Just try and pray for them. Okay, they are not good, but I will pray for you. So try and do that in your heart, that Krishna, I forgive them. This bitterness, because this bitterness, what it does is it pulls us down. It doesn't do anything to them, or possibly it might be, but it definitely pulls us down. So what a devotee does is, a devotee doesn't have this discrimination of a friend and an enemy. Even if there are bitterness, but a devotee still tries and prays for such person, and you would see that it gives you such a empowerment, and you feel so confident and full in yourself, and there is a level of satisfaction which you wouldn't get otherwise. Try and do this experiment. If you come across a personality, even like when we drive around, there are people who really are crazy. But yeah, you might say that, okay, that's fine, I let it go, and I pray for this person. May this person find peace somewhere, and that liberates you. So sometimes we think, oh, liberation, self-realization is a tall order, and somewhere some sage in some mountain might be liberated. It's not like that. The small things we are entangled in our daily life, and if we try and get out of these small chains which are around us, you see, if there is a bitter relationship, we are entangled in it, isn't it? That troubles us so much. While cooking, while walking, while doing any work, that relationship is pricking us. But when we pray, and when we let it go, that is liberation. That is liberation for us. So slowly, by such small liberations, over the time, we will have the bigger liberation, which possibly is a tall order, but we can start little by little, like that. The next quality Krishna says is one who is not disturbed by anyone. So maybe. How many of you got angry last month? Maybe just you got angry. Anyone else got angry last month? Yeah, the couple. Anyone who got angry this week? Anyone got angry today? Okay, there are a couple of them. So you see that, so many things disturb us, doesn't it? So why do we get angry? Why does someone disturb us, or some situation disturb us? Because it didn't went as per our expectation. We thought it should happen this way, or they should behave this way, but it didn't went that way. And then we get angry, we get disturbed. That why did this happen? They should have been, they should have behaved that way. I think the last week, we were on our way to temple, and we were on a junction, and this personality was on cycle, and we couldn't go through because already the traffic, the yellow triangle was jammed, so we couldn't go through, and we were waiting there. And then this person on the cycle was like, you go. But we knew we couldn't go, so we said, you go. But then he was like, he gave us a look as if, are you a fool or something? But that one look really agitated us. I'm like, oh, why is this person like that? So isn't it? You might be at your best peace in that moment. You're coming to temple, you're listening to kirtans, and just that expression, I'm like, why are you like that? So yeah, in that moment I was thinking that, look, this person is alien to me, but still I have given the remote control of my feelings in his hand, and he has controlled me. In this moment, he agitated me. So Krishna says that the one who does not get disturbed by anyone and anything is very dear to me. So yeah, in those moments, I'm not a sage, but yeah, we get disturbed. But if we remember these things, that, okay, I want to be dear to Krishna, so okay, I let go. Krishna, please save that person who has given me these looks, and please don't allow my heart to become bitter because of this experience, like that. So this funny thing. So Bhagavad Gita in that ways is so practical and so real in everyday life, isn't it? Krishna further says, the one who is equipoised in happiness and distress. So Keshav Swami always says this story in a couple of his lectures. So he says that there was a king, and he asked that, I think, can I have something which makes me happy when I'm sad, and makes me sad when I'm happy? And then one person came to him, and he gave him a box. And the king was like, okay, what's there in this box? So the person said, okay, open it and try and see it. And he opened the box, and there was a ring. It's like a ring. I mean, the king has so much jewels and property, and what is this ring about? So the person said, just read what's there on the ring. And then he read. It said, this too shall pass. See? So when we are in happiness, this too shall pass, isn't it? So we shouldn't get attached to that feeling, because this is just a moment which is happening in our life. And when we are in misery, when something sad is happening in our life and our heart is broken, this too shall pass. So if we are in happiness, this sentence makes us sad. But when we are sad, this sentence gives us hope and makes us happy. So that was a beautiful gift which king got from that person. There was one story which was crossing my mind, but I lost it. So the one who is equipoised in happiness and distress, that person is very dear to Krishna. So, and it says that Sukha and Dukha are yoni of Dukha. So what is yoni? Yoni is womb. And what does womb give? Womb gives birth to a child. So it says Sukha, happiness, and Dukha, both are yoni of Dukha, happiness, distress, which means that every happiness is pregnant with future sufferings. You see, you try and apply this to anything. Every happiness is pregnant with future sufferings. You see, I remember when we got a new car, my husband was like, you better take care. I used to go early to work so that I can park, when both the bays are vacant, and I can park nicely, and I can, drive on empty roads. And he used to be like, so have you reached? Okay, you caring about car, not about me. Have you reached properly? Have you reached safely? Oh yeah, your car is safe. Don't worry about me. Like that. So everything. So that new car or new watch or new whatever is supposed to give us happiness, but it actually puts us in anxiety, because we are now always thinking, opening the window, is it there or is it stolen? Or somebody scratched it, or somebody has done something to it. So much attached to things. So every happiness is pregnant with future sufferings. Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Next, Krishna says, free from fear and anxiety. So somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, what do you feel when you chant? When you chant Mahamantra, what do you feel? And Srila Prabhupada could have given so many answers, but he said that by chanting the holy name, I feel no fear. It's so powerful, isn't it? We are always in fear, you see. We are always scared of something, when as a mom you are like, oh, is my child safe in school? Are they, especially I have a teenager, so is their mental health okay? Are they taking care of themselves? How do I look into their mind and try and understand what's going on there? Your job, is everything okay there? There are so many insecurities. You have a stress and fear about your position at work or anywhere. So there's always a fear. We are always in fear. So Srila Prabhupada mentioned, when you chant, when I chant, I feel no fear. So because when we chant, we come closer to Krishna, and when we come closer to Krishna, there is no place for anxiety. There is no place for fear. You can try this. You can try. Whenever you are in anxiety, just chant Maha Mantra, and you will automatically, and this is science, it might feel, this is propaganda, but you try this. This is so much scientific. Just chant his name and you will feel so much peace. You will feel so collected and grounded in that moment that yes, it's fine. Wherever I am feels like a deep down place, but I can get out of this place. This too shall pass, like that. So Krishna is so amazing. He is giving all these cheat codes so that we can come closer to him. So here Krishna says that the ordinary course of activities, so the devotee is not dependent on ordinary course of activities. So ordinary course of activities means that, like weather, as the weather changes, things, around us, the things changes. But when there is sadness, a person becomes sad. When there is distress, a person becomes sad. And when there is happiness, the person becomes elated. So the ordinary course of life doesn't disturb a devotee. And he remains equipoised. That's what Krishna is saying here. So why would we become disturbed? I'm thinking, do we pray for sadness? Do we pray that something should go wrong in our life? But things go wrong, doesn't it? It happens. Do we pray for death? But no, someone in family might die. There is no house in the whole world where there was no death. Every house has gone through a death. So why does this happen? So just like distress comes, happiness will also come. So we don't have to run behind the happiness. Of course we have to do our duty, we have to do the endeavor, but we don't have to run behind it and have that, that aggressive march behind it, because if it is meant to be, it will come. Just like seasons, they come and go, come in circle. So as you don't pray for distress, but distress comes. Similarly, we don't have to pray for happiness. Happiness will come. It will come. What is there is allocated to us, what we have done before, or the blessings and curses or boons, they will come. Yeah. Then it says that the one who is pure, expert, without cares. So Srila Prabhupada mentions here purity. So purity, how do we become pure? There's so many contaminations within us. We, if our especially when we have same level of partners, like maybe at workplace, we feel that jealousy. If somebody gets promotion, you're like, oh gosh, I should have got promotion. So there is so much of jealousy. There is envy within us. We become judgmental when we see somebody just by physical appearance. We start becoming judgmental. So all these are negative qualities or impurities within us. And Krishna is saying that the one who is pure is dear to me. So how do we become pure? How do we even start becoming pure? So the first and the basic practical way of becoming pure is honesty. So if you are feeling jealous about somebody, share it with your close friend, or with your whoever is dear to you, who will not judge you. For spiritual advancement, we don't need too many things. We just need 2 to 3 very close, good friends who are honest with you, who will chastise you if it is required, and they will praise you when you are down, and pull you up when you need that backing. So whenever you feel jealousy, whenever you are judging somebody, be honest. Okay, you know what? I'm having this bad feeling. This person went ahead of me. Maybe at school, you have a competition, and you felt you lost, and you're like, now my daughter is looking at me because I keep on giving these lectures to her. So when you're feeling sad that, you know what, I wanted to win really, but I lost it. But it's okay. You now have this feeling. You have understood, oh, I'm feeling bad, or I'm feeling jealous towards this person. So you should think in your heart that this person, whoever they are, they have got qualities, and because of those qualities, they deserve that position, or whatever they have got, or maybe at workplace, a promotion, or whatever it could be. So, and who has given those qualities to that personality? Krishna is in full of all these qualities. So Krishna has blessed them with more wealth, more intelligence, more beauty, or whatever that is, which has given them that 2 steps ahead of you. So, okay, you see Krishna in them. You see Krishna in those qualities, that, oh Krishna, you have blessed them with those qualities, and that's why they are, they are where they are. So automatically your envy and your jealousy would disappear, because now you are not looking at a competitor. You are looking at a living entity who is child of Krishna, just like you are child of Krishna, and you are looking at them as, wow, Krishna has blessed you with these qualities. That's so nice, isn't it? So that ways we can be honest with ourselves, that okay, I'm not hiding that I'm jealous. I'm open about it. And yes, I am jealous, and I know this is a bad quality. I know this is impurity, but the path to become pure is honesty. First, we understand those contaminations, and only so you say, oh no, I am not angry at you, but you are angry. Then that's not helping, because you are not honest with yourself. So the first step is honesty. You understand that yes, I am this person, what to do, and then you can take the next steps of then cleaning that contamination and cleaning that impurity. So that really helps when you accept that yes, that's fine, I am this person, now what's next? And the next is then the slowly purification happens. So the one who is pure is dear to Krishna. And Krishna's devotee is expert. So they are not, so spirituality doesn't make you this malleable person that anybody can walk over you and you can be a doormat and you have to be, like very kind all the time. No, we have to do what is right thing in that moment. If we can be kind when it is needed, we have to sometimes be assertive as well. Don't think that I don't scold my daughter. I do whenever it is required. So a devotee is not like always like sweet and always saying kind things. No, whatever is required in that moment, we have to do that, even if sometimes it might be a bit difficult. It might be anger as well. Anger which looks to be a negative quality, but that can be used in a controlled fashion. So if you see that picture in that corner, that's Narsimhadev. So Narsimhadev used his anger to save his devotee, isn't it? So Lord has came with this quality of anger, and he's saying that anger is not a negative quality. It is a negative quality when you let it loose, when you don't have control over it. But with control, anger can be utilized in service as well, like that. And then it says that the one who is without care. So without care should not be taken in a negative way. It doesn't mean careless. It means carefree. Because why should you care? Because Krishna is taking care of everything and everyone. So why are we being in stress? Okay, someone is not happy. So why should we be in stress? Because Krishna, whatever is happening as per his sanction. So he is, approving everything, and then it's happening as per his sanction. So, for example, you have oversped. You have done your overspeeding sometime, and you have got a ticket now. And this postman comes and gives you a ticket for overspeeding, and you don't go and beat that postman. He is just a messenger. He is just giving you a ticket. He's a messenger. We have done that karma. I have done overspeeding, so I have to pay. I have to pay price for that overspeeding. So sometimes people come in our life and they give us a bit of a difficult time, and you should think that maybe this is a postman. This is a postman. So we don't shoot the messenger. We see the message and we see, okay, Krishna, what do you want me to learn from this? What shall I learn? What is it there? Is it supposed to puncture my ego, or am I supposed to become confident here? So it is not all the time that Krishna wants to puncture your ego and he gives difficult times in your life. Sometimes he wants you to speak up. Sometimes he wants you to be bold. Maybe you are very introvert, and he wants you to grow in that quality of yours. So he sends some signals in your life like that. So in that ways, a devotee is without care, and he is not fearful, because he knows that what will happen, Krishna is there. Whatever happens, good or bad, there is no good or bad. The devotee doesn't see anything as good or bad. He just sees that, okay, there is learning in this. Even if there is a distress, in that distress as well there is learning. And even if there is a happiness, in happiness as well there is learning, like that. And he is free from all the pains and not striving for some result. So he is free of expectations. He is not striving for some results. Why he is not striving for some results? So what does that mean? I go to work and I will not strive for the result? I have done hard work, so I should expect a promotion, or I should expect XYZ. Yes, we should expect that, but what a devotee has in his mind is that whatever he does for Krishna. So he gives his best for Krishna, but he is not looking for the result, because he doesn't care whether the result is this way or that way. The result is what it is. That is anyways out of our control. Anybody has seen Inside Out 2? Have you seen the new movie? You should really see that. The last scene, I was looking, we were watching, me and my daughter, and the last scene was so beautiful. So this girl who is 13, it's her story, how she, is trying to overcome all her emotions, and she's looking for this get into some team, and she's striving hard, and she really is like, I want to get into this team, and there is the selection board and everything. And at the end, as she goes through all that trials and things, at the end she gets this message. So that's the last scene of the movie. At the end she gets this message and she smiles, and then they don't show anything after that in the movie. So that's the last scene. She just smiles, so the audience doesn't know whether she got into the team or she doesn't get into the team. And then my daughter is like, Mommy, what happened? Did she got? Well, it doesn't matter. she is happy. So whatever is the result, has she gotten or not, she is happy. That's important, because anyways, result is not in our hand. So we have controllables and we have the things which are not in our control. So anyways, we can do what is controllable. We can't do anything anyways for uncontrollables. So why should we even think about that part like that? Just conscious of time, I have to finish this. Yeah, I think we are there. Free of all pains, not striving for some results is very dear to me. So yes, these are few cheat codes to be in good books of Krishna. So the one who is attracting the whole world, the all attractive, we can attract him. And how can we attract him? By having these qualities. So I'll read them again. So this is verse 15, 16. I'll read them again. They both are very beautiful. He by whom no one is put in difficulty, and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. My devotee, who is not dependent on ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. Hare Krishna. Any questions, corrections? If I may? Yeah. We have Aarti in 10 minutes. So the curtains will open. Any questions? Any suggestions, corrections? Yes, Mataji. The endeavor.
Yes. So now she's happy because I have the experience. Next time I'm sure I'll be.
Yeah. That's so beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much. So just so everyone understands, so Mataji is saying that the win of that girl who got the message is that she is happy because of the endeavor which she has done. And Krishna also looks at us, looks at our endeavor and not at the result, isn't it? Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, thank you so much for joining. Please wait for like 5 minutes. The curtains will open and we'll have Gaura Aarti now. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavangsha Sri Rupam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavangsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitansham Vajasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द भज श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द भजते कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि
There's no Mrinaga also. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki, Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Gauranitai.